Hello and welcome to this episode. Today we'll be talking about do's and don'ts during your vocal practice. My name is Ferdina. I'm a vocal coach and the founder of Vocals on Stage. And today we'll be talking about do's and don'ts during vocal practice. Now, oftentimes we want to practice and then we just jump in, and it's not as efficient as it could be. Here are my 3 tips for a successful vocal practice and also 3 things that you should avoid during your practice. Number 1, focus. It is way more efficient to do a 10-minute focused vocal practice rather than a 45 or 60-minute practice where you're distracted, thinking about something else, just kind of going through the motions of the exercises, right? So you want to tune in with your body. Singing is a whole body experience, right? So we want to make sure that we are focusing on the right muscles. Number 2, pick exercises that challenge you. Now, that doesn't mean that you will right away start with the hardest exercise. First make sure your voice is warmed up, but then make sure you also work on exercises that are actually difficult for you, that challenge you in your range, challenge you in your dynamics, in your vibrato, no matter what you're working on. Pick exercises or go for the exercises that you've done with your coach in your lesson that will challenge you, because the voice is a muscle, right? So we kind of need to train those muscles and the muscle coordination. So if we always practice in a very limited range on a very low volume, our practice probably is not going to lead to much of results. Number 3, work on songs as well as on exercises. And when you do work on songs, add exercises to the melody. So oftentimes singers have a difficulty connecting a song to the exercises they have done. It's almost like 2 different things. But the reason why we do vocal exercises is so that we become better singers, right? So we are not just doing these exercises just to warm up, even though a lot of times it also warms up the voice. But the main reason is for us to become better singers, right? To control our voice. So when you work on the exercises and then you transition to the song part, make an exercise out of the song. So instead of just singing the song and hoping for the best, pick some phrases that are difficult for you, where you run into challenges or you're like, something doesn't feel 100% right, and then make an exercise out of it. You can, for example, replace the lyrics with some syllables, or you can just do the melody on an ah and kind of feel where the resonance is and where that breakdown might be happening in your voice. Once you get that down, you can go back to putting the lyrics in and see if things feel the same way as they did when you did a syllable or a vowel. If they don't, go back to that first step and repeat that. I hope you found this tip helpful to a more efficient and more effective vocal practice.